All right, so today in 6.4 we are proving parallel and perpendicular, and it's kind of a short lesson, which is fantastic for us. It's only going to be 2 videos, 1 video. We'll find out. It'll be a whole thing. All right, so we've got a couple of theorems that we're learning today. So first off, there's the parallel transitive theorem, which is very similar to the transitive theorem itself. The theorem says that if we have two lines that are parallel to each other, they're two lines parallel to the same line, then they are parallel to each other. In other words, if A is parallel to B and B is parallel to C, then A is also parallel to C. That's it. It's fantastic. It's like the middleman property, but there's things. This is the property that when I looked it up, I could not find a name for it, so there's that. But it's saying that if they are both perpendicular to the same line, then they have to be parallel to each other. So here it's saying M is perpendicular to T, N is also perpendicular to T, therefore they are parallel to each other. This is very similar to the congruent supplements theorem. Then we have the perpendicular transversal theorem that says if N is perpendicular to L and L is parallel to M, N also is perpendicular to M. So it's kind of like if there's things parallel to each other and then one of them is perpendicular to this one line, the other one also has to be perpendicular. Okay, so I want you to use that kind of logic to help you find these answers. So you're going to be finding out what has to be true about angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3, and why does it have to be true? And then with that information, well, with or without that information, answer the question about D. If you want to make things parallel to D, what do you have to do so that they are also parallel to D? But it's hard to measure parallel, so you're probably going to want to do something about angles there. Then once you go on from that, I want you to go ahead and try to prove this using those 3 theorems that we just learned. From there, you're going to find all the information here. You're going to find the value of x. You're going to find angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 using the theorems we've used. Now notice I'm not making you do a proof. I'm just wanting you to find the missing information. And from that is all I've got for you today in 6.4. A really short lesson. Hopefully it was really short and sweet. And you get that practice you need with those proofs and that vocabulary to be really successful in this unit. You've got this.